You're listening to Between the Barrels, where we talk to the industry's best on all things barrel racing. I'm Madeline Green, and we are keeping it between the barrels.
I will survive, I will endure when the going's rough. You can be sure I'm tough and I won't give in. If I'm not down, I'll get up again. As long as my dream's alive, I will survive.
Hey everyone, I'm Madeline Green, and this is Between the Barrels. Today on the show, I am so excited to have a lady who is number 2 in the WPRA World Standings and is having an amazing rodeo season so far, Stevi Hillman. Hey Stevie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm good. Well, I know that you are super busy, but thank you for taking the time to chat with me.
Of course.
And first off, congratulations on being number 2 in the WPRA World Standings. Kind of talk about that and how that feels.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's been an amazing year. You know, last year was a fairy tale year, and this year to be where I'm at now is just incredible. And I've been so blessed this year with the horses and the team behind me, and it's just amazing. It's been awesome.
Right, and you have had an awesome rodeo season, like you said. You placed second at Calgary, you won Cheyenne, and then you set an arena record at Caldwell. Kind of talk about your success and why you think it's been such a good season this year.
Well, Truck, my good bay horse, owned by Jason and Melissa Mouton, he has done all the work in the winter. He won a lot of money for me at those, and then also Calgary. And then it's been fun to have the 5-year-old in the trailer that we were supposed to just kind of test the waters with, and Sharpie, owned by Matt Dunn, and he has just blown us away this year, you know, setting several arena records, and just, he loves the rodeos, and I love the young horses because it's fun to see, you know, how they react to this whole different setting out here in the rodeo world, and he's just been so fun to have in the trailer. Right,
and talk about some of the other horses that you have as well.
You know, I've got Truck Sharpie as the main ones, and then I've also got a 5-year-old that we own, a Dash to Fame mare, Layla. Mm-hmm. And she ran a couple times and really started handling it good. And then I've got another 5-year-old in the trailer that just out here to season, you know, got a trailer full this year, and it's definitely stressful to have 4 head. You know, last year I only had 2, and it was pretty easy, and you know, it's easier to keep track and take care of 2, especially with portable pins and the weather and everything. And then 4 head in the trailer's been a little exhausting, but it's been worth it. That's how you get it in season.
And so what are some tips to kind of keeping your horses happy and healthy on the road?
Keeping the horses healthy out here is huge. You know, all the girls struggle with something, and toward the end of the year they start getting tired and, you know, body sore, just like us. We're tired and mentally and physically tired. I think it's very important to be able to put them in pens instead of a small stall when you can. I think that's key. My horses are used to being out in a pasture, not in a stall. Right. You know, keep them moving around because they're stuck in the trailer so long that it's nice when they can get out and move around and be a horse. You know, let them roll. I'm really big on after a run or when you get to an arena after a long trailer haul, let them go to the arena and let them roll. Take the extra time to go let them do that because that keeps their body loose. And I'm a big believer in massaging. I have a massager, and I massage my horses a lot, and I think that helps. You know, we get tense and tight muscles just driving and being in the truck, so I feel like they're the same way.
Yeah, for sure. And how do you kind of tune your horses on the go? Are there any drills that you do to kind of keep them working?
Well, with my 2, they're a little different. They're just harder to ride. I don't know why I seem to get the horses that are hard to ride. I guess it's the challenge that I like. Oh, yeah. You know, and Truck and Sharpie are both similar, which is nice. I work them just go by the barrel. You know, you keep the barrels up on those 2 and you're going to do good. Just work on keeping them sharp too and paying attention to me. And most of it is just working by the barrel and, you know, kind of getting after them once in a while and saying, hey, you know, I'm taking an extra step by the barrel and doing it in a way that's still building confidence. You know, you don't want to scare your horse when you're doing drills or tuning on him. But as Sharpie is just 5, he gets a little nicer drill, and Truck being 10 and a little more hard-headed and you know, kind of set in his ways. He gets in trouble sometimes, but I think that's just the dash to fame in him.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, no, you just kind of have to know your horses, and also the setups, you know, the different arenas, you do different drills and different tuning for the different setups out here.
Yeah, because there are a wide variety of places.
Yes, crooked patterns, hard ground, deep ground, small patterns.
Yep,
Side gate, it's all different.
Yeah. So what has been your favorite rodeo?
Getting to go to Calgary for the first time this year, I will have to say probably Calgary, because that was just an incredible experience.
Yeah.
The whole thing, the whole entire rodeo, the committee, is just such an awesome experience this year.
That's awesome. And how do you kind of pass the time while you're driving up and down the road?
Listen to some stuff on our phone. You know, we got, of course, all the apps we have.
Yeah.
You know, motivational stuff.
Right.
Just a bunch of different stuff that I try to listen to just to keep my mind, you know, especially this time of the year, you get tired and you get kind of almost burnt out and you're ready to go home, and you gotta stay focused and you gotta keep pushing. So I just try to listen to a lot of positive and motivational stuff.
Right. And so you made it to the NFR last year. What was that experience like?
Yeah, it was awesome. You know, of course, it was a dream come true to make it to the finals. And it was a little stressful. My horse, we got there, and it's a long story, but he didn't drink because he got spooked at something, and he's not ever done that. He's never not drank since I've had him. So it was kind of stressful for us, and that was before the rodeo even started. And so we made a couple trips to the vet, and then he bruised his foot getting turned out in the arena there, and it was kind of a stressful first year for me at the NFR.
Yeah.
But he did end up, you know, he ended up placing in 8 rounds out of 10, and that was huge for me.
Yeah.
You know, such a tough competition, and never ran in that arena, and it was just cool, though. It's stressful with him, but it was it's like you get there and you just take a deep breath because you've made it.
Yeah, you're like, finally.
Yeah, and people always ask me, were you nervous? And I really wasn't ever nervous. When I finally got to the rodeo is when I took a deep breath and was like, oh, I'm here. Like,
right.
At the rodeo, you know, and just took it all in, the whole experience. I was so blessed to be able to make it, and enjoyed every minute of it.
Yeah, and so is there anything that you will do differently this time?
Yes, for sure. I'll make sure I get there during the day so my horse can see everything and not get spooked. And,
right.
Get set up good. We had great pins. I'm so blessed that Neutrina set me up with some pins and a nice place to stay. And then also, you know, just the approach to the first barrel there at the Thomas and Mack. You took a few runs, and talking to some other girls, the approach to that first barrel is different than somebody can tell you how to do it, but until you run down that alley, it's completely different than what you think.
Right.
So it'll be it'll be nice to know that approach ahead of time with the first round, and then also my sponsor signings. You know, try to set those up to where I do have some time to go rest and take care of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what advice would you give a young girl who has hopes of running down the alleyway at Thomas and Mack?
It's so cliche, but to never give up.
Yeah.
I mean, really, truly, when you think about that, you know, you're out here and there are some girls that give up and go home, and it's the ones that never quit, never stop, and you give every last ounce of energy you have to push through and make it happen. You know, you just keep pushing. No matter how hard it gets or how tough it gets, you just keep pushing for your dreams. Yeah,
that's awesome. And I usually end my interviews with these 2 questions. So what do you consider your greatest accomplishment?
My greatest accomplishment is being the person to look up to that I've become for the young girls. That's really the whole goal, and that's why we're out here doing what we're doing. Rodeo's fun. I love it, and winning's great, but there's a whole nother reason we're out here, and I think that's my greatest accomplishment, is being able to be that person to help the young girls and for people to look up to.
Yeah, because girls these days definitely need people like you to look up to.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And lastly, what do you still hope to achieve?
Oh, so much. You never stop learning, and there's so much more that, you know, you can accomplish and achieve. There's always going to be somebody better, and you can just strive to be a better person as yourself. And that's what I stay focused on out here. I want to beat my own time. I want to beat the time that I ran before, and I want to beat myself. It's not about everybody else. And there's just so much, I want to keep winning some cool big rodeos. That's always accomplishments you want to achieve. But just to keep being the person I need to be and stay focused on, this journey.
Well, thanks again for being on the show, and good luck in the rest of the season, and I can't wait to see you at the NFR.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, that is a wrap for this week's Between the Barrels. Thank you all for listening, and until next week, enjoy this week.